One time this party of two came in and they asked for a larger table because somebody was going to be joining them later. It wasn't a problem. We were able to accommodate them, and then we began their service. By the time their entrees arrived, their third guest had arrived. So the server goes over, she tries to, get them something to drink, get them something to eat, and she's like, no, I'm not going to be here long, so you don't have to worry about getting anything, maybe just the water. About 15-20 minutes later, I get a call on the walkie that same table needs to see a manager. So I go over, introduce myself, and I ask them how I can be of service. The guest that was the last to arrive tells me, I just got sick all over your bathroom. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me get somebody to go tend to that. But also, what do you need? Would you like some club soda? Did you want some water with some lemon? What can I do to help you feel better right now? And she goes, well, you can tell me what I just ate. So I look down at the table. I don't see anything in front of her. So I'm like, well, I don't see an entree in front of you. So you would have to let me know what you ordered so that I can tell you what was in it. And she goes, I didn't order anything. So I say, okay, well, this is just a little confusing for me because you're telling me that you're sick, but you're also telling me that you didn't order anything. But did you eat something while you were here from this table? And if so, can you let me know what it was so that I can tell you what was in it? So she points to the guy across from me. She's like, I had some of his food. What's in that? So I look at his entree. I say, okay, so it looks like he had spaghetti and meatballs with meat sauce. Is that correct, sir? And he says, yeah. So I say, okay, well, in the meat sauce, there's beef and there's pork. And she stops me right away. And she gets so loud and she goes, pork, I can't eat no pork. Oh my God, I can't be eating no pork. And she's going off, like the whole entire section has stopped now because they can hear her yelling. And so she's like, well, why wouldn't y'all tell me that it was pork in there? I said, well, it's very unfortunate that you consumed it without knowing what was in the actual dish and now you're feeling unwell. But at the end of the day, ma'am, you didn't order the entree. You came late and had some of someone else's entree. So there was no way for us to know that you weren't supposed to be eating pork. So she said, the server walked by and saw me eating it. She should have said something. She should have let me know. So I said, well, unless you know the server personally, how was she really supposed to know that you had a dietary restriction? She said, it's not a dietary restriction. I'm of a specific religion. I can't eat no pork. I'm not supposed to be eating no pork. So I say, again, ma'am, it's unfortunate that this happened, but how were we supposed to know? Mind you, she's dressed in regular clothing. There are no physical indicators to let us know that she's of a particular religion. She's not wearing religious garments. She didn't come in broadcasting that she was of this particular religion. There's no way for us to know that she is not supposed to be eating pork. So she says, well, everywhere I go, they're always telling me all the ingredients in every dish because they know I'm not supposed to have certain things. So I said, well, ma'am, just by you saying that, it sounds like you frequent those places and you actually order entrees at those places. But this just wasn't the circumstance here. You didn't order anything. You tasted something off of someone else's plate. If you had a dietary restriction, then I think that you probably should have asked him just to make sure that it was something that you could eat. It wasn't my server's responsibility to run interference and come across the restaurant to let you know that it was pork in the dish. So she says, well, I don't have to ask him nothing. That's just a reflection of your poor management and y'all bad customer service because y'all never know who eats what. So y'all need to be letting people know. So I'm done with the situation. I'm like, ma'am, our expectation is that if a guest comes in here with a specific dietary restriction, whether it's because of a personal preference, a medical or a religious necessity, you guys have to let us know. There is no way that we are able to assume who can have what, who can eat what. It just doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, I don't know what I can do for you at this point. Again, if there's something I can bring for you to make you feel better, let me know. But I'm just not quite sure how to move forward with this situation right now. And she says, well, I need to be accommodated some kind of way. His food can come off the bill, a gift card or something. I mean, you got to be able to do something. So I said, well, he didn't have an issue with his food, so it will remain on the bill. As far as a gift card is concerned, if you got sick now, today, and you didn't like our customer service today, I highly doubt that you would want to come back. So the best that I can do for you is just to provide you with a copy of an incident report, just in case you want to take this any further. And she said, well, yeah, you can go ahead and do that because I'm just going to go ahead and send it right to my lawyer. All right, cool. And that's exactly what I did.